And welcome to the October 22nd, 2024 legislative session of the Town of Ossining. Please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Councilmember Meyer,
Present.
Councilmember Manicchio,
Here.
Councilmember Filter Wheel. Councilmember Wayne,
Present.
Supervisor Feldman.
Present.
Departmental report, Town Building Inspector John Turkins.
Hi, good evening. Gonna pass this out.
Thank you, him or her there.
I'll pass it. States back.
Microphone difficulties, okay.
Yep.
What are these? You get one of these?
Okay, thank you.
Two different things.
Oh, yeah.
Good evening, I'm John Turnquist. The one page that I've included there, the first page is a, to date, the fees that have come into the building department. It lists the permits, the permit types that are on there, and then the total amount of permits that were issued in a column adjacent to, they're in line items. And at the bottom, the total dollar amount of fees that have come in. The second package it was requested last time, how many solar panels were installed on residences? And I did have that printed out today. Those are the solar installations to date. There are a couple of geothermals going on now as well. And those are drilled into the earth with heat pumps and air handlers and so forth. So that's what I'm handing out first. Generally, the building department, we're keeping busy with inspections on all of those permits that have been taken out. We have followed up on violations. We've had a few weeds and different things, properties that were not maintained properly. Generally, they're corrected. The owners have corrected the problems. There's one court case going on for weeds overgrowth now. And continuing with all the items that are on the list, general inspections, building inspections during the day. We have a few other things coming through, legalization of sheds recently, sheds that were not legal, that didn't meet zoning requirements. There've been a couple of items on the zoning board recently. Last night in particular, shed, and then we also had a accessory apartment in a residence that somebody was adding onto on Forgotten Way. They're not adding on to the house, but they're installing the accessory unit into an existing single-family residence. Those are in process. The ladies in the office are busy with the filing of all of the jobs on there. We're continuing on another topic. We're busy also with the municity. The program seems to have all of the information just about installed on it, the previous information from the previous system. We're getting close with it.
Okay, did they give you a date when you can go live?
We can go on it now, but live to operate, no, they don't. They still, every time we have a training session, there's something else that has to be added. The last section we had gone over all of the department forms,
Mhm.
checking them and making sure that they're all correct and they're the same as the paper forms that we
Right.
have. And some of them aren't. Some, they have to be modified and updated. It's a process,
Okay,
a lengthy one. But it's getting close.
okay. So maybe by beginning of next year,
Beginning of next year, yeah, I would think that would be a
we'll be
real
able to
realistic.
announce that people can fill out some of these building applications online.
I would think that would be the realistic goal, yeah. I think
Yeah.
we'll probably be sooner than that in operation, but there's gonna be a time when you're actually using it. We need it hands-on. So we need a month of that. So by the time December rolls around, the new year, I think that's a reasonable request. What else? Just continuing with the day-to-day things that go on in the building department. I am doing the OSHA certification. Still, that's going on for a while. But I fill that in with my part-time, if I have free time, or if I come in early. I take an hour in the morning before the day starts.
Okay.
But everything seems to be running efficiently. I don't have any problems or problems that we were unable to solve during the day.
Some of the places that had started not understanding they needed a permit are now fully permitted.
They are.
Good.
Yeah, for the most part, though, we had another, it happens now and then that people are requested to legalize and they usually follow through.
Good. We want to stay on top of that.
Yes,
So this is good. So these are all of the solar permits for the year
yeah,
to date.
yes,
Perfect.
3/4.
All right.
There may be more though, because if somebody replaces an HVAC system, it gets upgraded to something that meets the stretch code. So it's not necessarily a solar system, but it conforms to the new energy code. I don't know if that it does make a difference. If you're replacing equipment with stuff that meets the current codes.
Right.
In other words, more efficient.
Right. Are we able to pull from the data how many air source heat pumps have
We-
been installed?
We can.
Okay, so these are the kind of things that NYSERDA wants us to keep track of if possible.
Mhm.
And you know, the greener our community is, the more they offer us dollars to be green too. So that's helpful. And you know, we did the programs to, you know, encourage solar, to encourage the air source heat pumps. What was the last one? I think the electric cars. Anyway, so if we can show that after we had done a presentation on it, that a lot of our community has done that, then they look favorably on us for that.
Okay,
And it gets us points to their energy community program, which is all good.
sure.
All right. Any questions?
Oh, thank you.
All
Right.
right. Thank you so much for coming, John.
Very good. Thank you. Oh, very good. Thank you. Yes. All right. Talk soon.
Thank you. Thank you. Did you copy me?
Yeah.
Perfect.
A special presentation 2025 individual presentation.
All right. Let's hear about the budget.
Good evening, everybody. We're here to give a presentation on the 2025 tentative budget. So the budget preparation process, so the budget is going to be for fiscal year January 1st, 2025 until December 31st of 2025. Our request forms for the budget worksheets were prepared by our department heads during the first week of September and were returned back to us. So the tentative budget, as per New York State law, has to be filed with the town clerk by October 30th. We submitted it on October 18th, on past Friday. And as we can see here, we went all in down to the clerk's office and submitted it and got it stamped. And the budget must be adopted by December 20th. Our goal right now is to get it adopted by the November 26th legislative meeting. So the town budget has multiple components. First, beginning with the town general, our 100 fund, which includes the village of Austining, the village of Barcliff Manor, as well as the unincorporated area. The unincorporated area, which includes our code enforcement, our police services, which we have an IMA with the village for, our highway department, and our special districts, which include our townwide water, our sewer fund, our light, fire, and refuse, ambulance service that we get through OVAC, and Dale Cemetery, which is a non-taxing entity. So how are your taxes distributed? So property tax distribution, so Westchester County between 10% to 12%. The town of Austining is less than 3%. School districts between 60% and 70%. Local municipalities, it's between 15% and 25%. And of those, you're either going to be paying your village tax or your unincorporated town or special districts tax. So some of the budget highlights. So for the 2025 proposed general fund expenditures, it's $6,457,125 for 2025. For the unincorporated fund expenditures, it's $8,141,424. So there is a tax rate decrease of approximately 3.79% for the general fund and 2.44% for the unincorporated fund. So the average tax bill increase is going to be approximately $15.32 for the town general and $128.57 for the unincorporated from 2024 to 2025. So speaking now, focusing more on the town of Austining, which again, the property tax distribution is going to be less than 3% of. That's going to include services for the town/village consolidated court, our administration and budget, grant administration, environmental initiatives, tax collection, assessment, and the board of assessment reviews, town clerk and the elections, senior services, town parks, food scraps recycling, rent on our 16 Croton Avenue offices, the court and the senior center, as well as our celebrations, which include our 4th of July and River Jam celebrations. And just as a reminder for elections, just as a side note, we do have early voting starting this Saturday at the community center, just putting that out there as a reminder. Focusing now on local municipality between 15%, 25% for unincorporated town and special districts. That include the services of public safety, recreation, building, planning, zoning, engineering and stormwater management, road maintenance, as well as snow removal. Our police IMA with the village of Austining in 2024 was $2,540,188. For 2025, it is increasing to $2,624,038. It's approximately an increase of 3.3%. Our special districts are going to include our sewer, street lighting, fire protection, refuse collection, ambulance services, which is OVAC, which serves all of Austining except Barcliff Manor, as well as we have the different contracts that OVAC has with Sleepy Hollow and Croton that are separate. So the tax cap for 2025 has been set at 2%. 2%. So we are entitled to carry over funds we did not use towards the 2024 levy for the 2025 budget, and we're going to be carrying over $14,929. As we are under the tax cap for 2025 by $3,674 across all the funds, we're going to be allowed to carry that over into the 2026 budget as well. So some of the highlights of our 2025 capital projects, a lot of grants specifically focused at Lewis Engle Park, which includes the bathrooms that we're still working on with CDBG in the county over. And of course, the new stage that we are up and going, and we're actually going to be adopting the proposal later on in the meeting today. And we've also gotten a bunch of other grant sources for that as well. We do have this multi-sports court at Ryder Park that we're working on that we approved last meeting about. We're going to be focusing on putting up fencing at the spray park, as well as continuing our townwide stormwater drainage engineering study. So what's next? We actually have our round 2 budget meetings with the town board and our department heads. Tomorrow, we're going to be meeting with our assessor, town court, town clerk, tax receiver, and our senior nutrition center. People can come in physically here to the building at 16 Croton up on the 3rd floor, or they can join us via Zoom. And then on Friday, we're back with building, planning and zoning, highway and cemetery, parks, and our capital projects. Review. So on November 12th, the goal is to have our public hearing. And on November 26th, we're going to be adopting the 2025 budget. And the budget is available online now, so you can visit us at www.townofaustining.com, or you can also scan the QR code and that will bring you up to the town budget page. We also have paper copies if anybody would like to review them down at the clerk's office, as well as the public library. They have a copy. Any questions? Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And I would like to thank Martha and Dale and everybody and all the department heads for all the work they did putting this together and keeping us tax cap compliant. It is not easy this day and age with all of the increases in insurance and health insurance and liability, to stay tax cap compliant. So I really appreciate all of the department's hard work on getting that done, especially Martha and Dale, who work magic, so.
Thank you, Martha. We have supervisor and town board announcements.
Okay, so as Martha mentioned, early voting for the upcoming elections begin this Saturday, October 26th. Or next Saturday, all right, next Saturday, October 26th at the Joseph G. Caputo Community Center, or many locations throughout the county, but our local one is at the Joseph G. Caputo Community Center on Broadway. More information about dates and times is posted on our town Facebook page and in my supervisor's update. On Thursday, October 24th, there will be a community and police meeting sponsored by Police Reform Advisory Committee. This meeting will be for residents who specifically vote at Brookside School, the Ossining Operations Center, Briarcliff Manor Youth Center, St. Teresa's, Maryknoll Brothers and Sisters, and Independent Hose, as well as St. Teresa's School. Okay. And it will be, I believe, 7 p.m. at the church on Ganong. Anyway, it's in the update. Look for it there. As of October 28th, the town will be switching to the Recycle Coach app. This free app can be downloaded to a phone or viewed on the town website. For more information, please refer to the supervisor's update to find the QR code and a link. I'm pleased to announce the town has been awarded funding under the Downtown Revitalization Initiative to replace the existing stage. Well, we knew that. We are looking for your input on this process. We're going to be posting flyers with a QR code and a link to a survey to see if what you think should go into this stage and help us determine where it should be located in the park, or where you think it should be located in the park. It's only a couple of questions and you have until November 28th to complete the survey. Tomorrow, October 23rd, the Ossining Elks Lodge will be hosting a spaghetti dinner fundraiser to benefit the OHS band trip to Hawaii. For more information, please visit the Elks Lodge website or Facebook page. I believe it starts at, do you know what time? I think 7. Anyway, they do a really good dinner, and it's for a good cause, so I hope to see many of you there. On Friday, October 25th, the Ossining Recreation Department will be hosting the Halloween Hayride at Nelson Park. The event will run from 6 to 9 p.m. and registration is required. Please register at the Village of Ossining website. Westchester Collaborative Theater is presenting Terror Tales. This short story play festival will be beginning on the weekend of October 25th. Shows are at 8 p.m. For more information, please visit wcttheater.org. The community center will be hosting a special needs Halloween night out on October 30th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Crafts, snacks, and games for the children and their caretaker will be available. That's a fun night. On Halloween night, the trunk or treat will be occurring from 6 to 8 p.m. on Main Street. This collaboration between many different groups and public departments in the community is suitable for all ages. As always, our Ossining Public Library will be hosting many events, including movies, craft events, meditation, tutoring, yoga, book clubs, and more. Please see their website at ossininglibrary.org for more information. Okay. Do any of my colleagues? The Elks, okay, the Elks Dinner on Croton Avenue, at the Elks Lodge, starts at 6 p.m. Be there or be square.
And I just wanted the community police meetings at 7 p.m.
And the community police meeting as at Grace Episcopal Church.
Yes, at the Grace Episcopal Church,
On the hill,
on the hill.
St.
it-
Paul on the Hill, on Gannon, correct?
Correct, yes, and it's
Okay.
7 p.m. Yes.
At 7 p.m. Thank you. Anything?
No.
Okay,
All right, thank you. Liaison report?
thank you. All right, any liaison reports?
Public comment on agenda items, visitors shall be accorded to 1 4 minutes opportunity to address the board on any of the resolution on the agenda. We don't have any in the public, not all, okay. Board resolutions, approval of minutes, October 8, 2024. Resolved that the town board of Town of Boston hereby approves the October 8, 2024 minutes of the regular meeting as presented. Do I have a motion?
So moved. Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Approval of minutes, October 15, 2024. Resolved that the town board of Town of Boston hereby approves the October 15 minutes of the special meeting as presented. Do I have a motion?
So moved. And a second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Approval of voucher detail report, resolved that the town board of Town of Boston hereby approves the voucher detail report dated October 22, 2024, in the amount of $710,430.05. Have a motion.
So moved. And a second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Calling for a public hearing in the matter of the 2025 preliminary budget. Resolved that the town board of Town of Boston hereby calls for a public hearing to be held on Tuesday, November 12, 2024, at 7:30 p.m. at the Bristol Fagan Police Court Facility 8688 Spring Street, Austin, New York, 10562, and via Zoom video conferencing, which information will be available at Town of Boston website in the matter of the 2025 preliminary budget. Do I have a motion?
So moved. Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Contract Planning Technologies, resolved that the town board of Town of Boston authorizes the supervisor to sign an agreement with Planning Technologies 9801 Washingtonian Boulevard, Suite 360, Gate First, Maryland 287A, for the yearly subscription of 0365 SLG, a Microsoft email licensing subscription. We'll have a motion.
So moved. Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Proposal, McLaurin Engineering Group, resolved that the town board of Town of Boston authorizes the supervisor to sign a proposal with McLaurin Engineering Group, 560 Chestnut Ridge Road, Wolcliff Lake, New Jersey, 07677, for designing and engineering service in response to the request for proposal for upgrading the Louis Angel Park Waterfront Park performance space, subject to any modification to the scope of work deemed necessary by the town supervisor, town planner, town engineering, and town parks foreman to achieve the objectives of this project, excuse me. To have a motion.
So moved. Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Correspondence to be received and filed. Resolved that the town board of Town of Boston hereby accepts the following correspondence. Planning board minutes. 8/21/2024, planning board minutes 9/18/2024. Do I have a motion?
So moved. Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Visitor recognition, visitors shall be accorded 1 4-minute opportunity to address the board on issues not related to the agenda by relevance to the common good of the town. But anybody online? Adjournment, you have.
Adjourn to executive
executive
sessions for advice of counsel. Litigation, and we don't have any personnel, and, okay, that's it.
You have a motion.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you for joining us. If you would like to follow along with our budget hearings, you can join us tomorrow morning from 9 AM to 2 PM, or on Friday from 9 AM to 1 PM. Posted in the meeting notes, you can see which department is at what time.
And just as a reminder, we have a fifth week. It's a fifth Tuesday next week, and then it's election week, so we won't be seeing anybody until November 12th. That's when our next legislative meeting is going to be.
Okay, so everybody enjoy your break from listening to me. Thank you, and have a good night.